number 77, Luka Doncic.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happy. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Hachimura out there with James. And it's Ayton in at center. Well, no doubt, these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Now here's Harden. Mobley misses. Doncic with it. On the wing, Reed. Ayton a screen on Mitchell. Reeves, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Reeves has got the opening field goal of the game for Los Angeles. Harden scanning the floor. From deep three-point land. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
James, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age, and so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
Now, here's Strus. After Luka Doncic's miss, and he gets the bucket. Mobley's got his second bucket tonight.
And sometimes there's nothing that D can do. Mobley is so adept at scoring on tough coverages like that.
A shot by LeBron, no good. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Really left alone that time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. LeBron passes to Doncic. From deep, Reeves. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
LeBron James on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Here's Ayton. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Just a strong sequence there from DeAndre Ayton.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Harden kicks to Mobley.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Mitchell against Reeves. It's Strus on the wing. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Ayton. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to Los Angeles. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Okay, Lakers fans, here they are. the Lakers girl dance team.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Wade outside, fires the three. Rebounded by DeAndre. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Kevin, back to you.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Now, here's Schroeder. Takes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Lakers trail. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And they double up James. Here's Doncic. Oh, look out! Look out!
Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
Here's Schroeder. It's Ellis on the wing. Pass to Miro. Here's Schroeder. That three off the mark. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Andre Ayton out there with James. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Now LeBron, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go, goes back up, off the left rim and out.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Lakers lead by 3. James with a powerful jam.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Wade. Harden outside. Nance sets a screen for Harden. Offline with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Here's LeBron. James absorbing hits on the trap.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And it's Mitchell missing. Lakers leading by 7. Reeves left side. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Doncic finds Reeves. There's the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
And they went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
And so Ellis will bring it up for Cleveland. Down low. Here's Harden. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now just a 4-point Laker lead.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Cleveland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 6. Merrill gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hachimura. LeBron James on the wing. He's defended by Merrill. The Cavaliers trail by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Come one, come all. The two.
Check it out, Los Angeles. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Cavaliers.
They're within.
Thank you for being with us.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. And it's Harden in at the point. Harden, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
James dishes to Doncic. Doncic drops the hammer.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Mitchell outside. No good on the three. Los Angeles leading by 11. No one saw it coming off a finals appearance. Luka Doncic, Richard, traded to the Lakers.
I mean, we're talking about a 5-time first-team All-NBA player who was traded at just 25 years old. I've never seen it happen before. Expect Luka to have a big chip on his shoulder for the next few seasons.
Drills it from outside.
Great shooting reflexes from Harden, able to put his shot up right off that pass.
LeBron galloping to the rack.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Now, here's Ayton. And yes, it's good. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. Here's Mobley. Harden outside. Mobley, a screen on Doncic. Harden the pass to Strus. Another three for Cleveland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Keon Ellis, he's checked in for Max Strus.
Let's hear some noise.
For three, Mitchell. The Lakers with the rebound.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Ayton kicks to LeBron. Pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Takes the three. James, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on, but sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Team Wade, he's checked in for Allen. Sam Merrill comes in for Mobley. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Mitchell against Reeves. Ellis the pass to Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
About the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for 8. Luke Kennard comes in for Austin Reeves. And Smith subbed in for Doncic. Kennard for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Pass to Schroeder. Wade outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
LA's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Now, here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. Merrill can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Picked him clean. Here's James. And James throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We come back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Luke Kennard out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Smart, and it's Hayes in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the Laker 5. Reeves finds Smart. Back to Reeves. Pass to Kennard. Here's Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Hayes the pass to Reeves over Ellis. And it's Wade with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for Cleveland. Baseline J on the way. No good there. Los Angeles leading by 8. Reeves outside. Hayes with the screen for Reeves. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Harden against Smart. A 3. No good that time. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Misses the jumper. The Cavaliers trail by 8. To the paint. Got it. Harden for 2.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Andre Ayton's checked in for Hayes. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. Hachimura, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Doncic is subbed in for Kennard. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
Allie, thank you so much. Harden kicks to Mobley. Kicks it out to Harden. Wound up there for Allen. Harden against Hachimura. James left side. Doncic fires. The 3 is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Tries it from 16. Allen. Oh, what a finish.
Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Mitchell. The long shot, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. James. LeBron pushing off the contact.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And there's the three.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mitchell dials it up from distance.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Here's Ayton. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
Mitchell. Outside Mobley launches it. The three goes down.
Showing poise in the clutch. Mobley has that quiet confidence.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the 4 in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now Reed. And the three misses. And here is Strus. Mobley. Now Allen. Oh, the dunk.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
James. Oh, one dunk after another. Woo!
Like how many times have we seen this before? LeBron James taking over when they needed him most.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
He drills the three.
Coming up big in the clutch, Harden, you know he loves these moments.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here.
James, congratulations on a big win, but I ask you this. Where does this team need to continue to grow?
Our backbone, what we're going to rely on is our defense, and it's on us now defensively to be able to lock up, be able to communicate, and be able to sustain it for full quarters. And once we get that at a high level and consistently, there's going to be a problem.
Thanks, James. Back to you.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now, our player of the game.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Houston starting five. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. James is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Ayton in at center, locking down the middle. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. Make them feel you.
The Lakers with the rebound. And there's James from the arc. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Smith with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And so it's the Lakers with it. James deciding where to go with it. With some arc. Smith with the rebound.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Clark, over the last few seasons, LeBron's three-point shooting has been more efficient than ever.
Yeah, how about this, B.A.? Since 24, he's right around 40% from deep on 5 attempts per game. So that's really impressive. And, you know, a guy like him, his greatness, part of his greatness is how he continues to reinvent his game, making modest modifications to what he does.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant. He said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. He brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Outside Durant. And Reeves pulls it down.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Thompson after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago, and Şengün gets it to go.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Doncic against Van Vliet. There's the 3. Doncic, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Durant. Smith with a screen on Hachimura. Smith outside. Knocks down the long J.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
And it's Doncic on the drive, and he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes comes in for Ayton, and it's Marcus Smart in for Hachimura. And a change for the Rockets. Adams is checked in, and so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Kennard comes in for Reeves, and Houston will go for a different look here. Finney-Smith's checked in for Şengün. Eason comes in for Durant. Okogie's checked in for Amin Thompson. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet.
The strength of Adams is incredible. able to finish off shots despite getting hit on the way up.
Green's checked in for Houston. And Adams no good on that one. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind when you're asked about him?
Oh, I love his grit. I love his physicality, man. He is just anchored when he gets in the paint, when he sets a screen. You just don't move this guy. And his hands are really good. I mean, he's a throwback. But boy, is he effective and impactful in the way he rebounds, sets screens, and defends. And he never shies away from physicality.
Smart for three. It's rebounded by Houston. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Kennard outside. Doncic outside. Lets it go from deep. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Here's Shepherd. Green with a screen on Doncic. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Maxi Kleber out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Shepherd. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Guys?
They're happy to have him. Allie, appreciate the report. And it's good. 2 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Reeves. He did not look good in their loss to the Cavaliers the other night. Kleber with a screen. Kennard for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. LeBron comes in for Kleber. Hachimura's checked in for Smart. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Okogie. Nice shot by Durant. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. And there it is for him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Eason. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepherd. Looming large, KD.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
James against Smith. Can they get it? The shot by James, no good. The Rockets lead by 8. Smith into the lane. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And he gets it to go. James has got a second bucket of the night.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Smith passes to Durant. Oh, KD! Filthy!
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Smith against James. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And it's the Rockets with the ball. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for him. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Austin Reeves is checked in for Kennard. Steve